Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Kristen. So I decided to do kind of something a little bit different. This might be going up as a bonus video. If not, it'll be going up on Tuesday, which will be the 5th of March. So a little bit into March. I'm not really sure yet. Either way, what I've decided is I have such a hard time deciding when I'm not filming what eyeshadow palette to use and kind of makeup to use because I have so many. Honestly, I have so many eyeshadow palettes and just things like that. I just bought 3 more of my Stila eyeshadows. So I decided what I'm gonna do is to be kind of fun and to use my stash and get a real feel for what I have. I'm gonna go ahead and choose out 1 palette a month and basically play with that palette all month. I can, so my rules are that I need to use it at least 4 days a week, because I do film 3 days a week, so I can film, you know, if I need to use other things for, like, if I have a new eyeshadow to try, or if I have just other techniques that I want to do, or if I don't want to wear makeup, of course, you know. I didn't wear any makeup yesterday. It was kind of nice. I can go ahead and, you know, do other things on those days, but at least 4 days a week, and especially on days when I have no idea what I want to do with my makeup, I'm going to go ahead and grab, you know, this palette that I'm going to use for 1 day a month. The other thing is that if I need to, I can pull in colors from other palettes, but I need to primarily use that 1 palette. I can also use my Stila eyeshadows that I love with the palette, but again, the main like look needs to be with this palette because I need to start using my palettes. I need to start knowing, do I actually like this palette? Do I actually love this palette? Do I need to pass it on to somebody else? Do I need to declutter it? What do I need to do? So my first one that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance. I've had this for a while. I actually really loved it when I first started, when I first got it, but I haven't really... I played with it a little bit around Valentine's Day, and I remember that I really do love it. So this is going to be my first palette, my palette for March, 31 days. I'm going to go ahead and use this for looks when I don't know what I want to do, or, you know, all those things that I just said. My goal in all of these is to use every single color in here. I believe there's 14. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, there's 14 shades. So I want to use all 14 shades and go from there. So I figured I'll do my first look with you guys on camera, and then I'll, like I said, I'll use this all month long, and then I'll come back on at the end of the month, tell you what palette I'm going to use for April, and tell you, you know, my final thoughts on this, my favorites. I'll try to take looks of my favorite, or I'm sorry, pictures of my favorite looks and go from there. So yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna use the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette for the majority of March. So as I've been doing more and more lately, I've already done my face makeup. I waxed my eyebrows this morning. Thank God, right? Thank God. So I have my eyebrows done. I have my face makeup done. I used my TATCHA Silk Primer so that I could fill in my pores a little bit, because I did use the new the L'Oreal Infallible foundation that I tried on the other day. I like this. I like this a lot. Yeah, and then underneath, between the primer and the foundation, I used my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I did powder with my Charlotte Tilbury powder. I used the butter bronzer. I used my BUXOM Wanderlust blush in Seychelles, and I used that OFRA highlighter, the OFRA and Nikkietutorials highlighter collab. And then I did fill in my eyebrows. First I went in with my brow power from IT Cosmetics, and then I also went over it a little bit and filled in a little bit with the brow blade. I was like, what is it called? The brow blade from Urban Decay. So that's what I have on my face. Oh, and I have Laura Mercier concealer under my eyes. So that's what I have on. So now we're going to jump into the Modern Renaissance palette. Now I realize that March, this would have been great for February because it's all pinks and purples and, you know, all that. I know that March is supposed to be more like greens. And I don't even know that I have a green. I'm going to have to see if I have a green so I can do a St. Patrick's Day look, but we don't know. I am an Irish girl. I am Irish, so, but yeah, so we're going to do this today. So first thing I'm going to do, and honestly, I'm going to do what I usually do so I can start off simple, and then I'm going to have to get more creative with my looks because otherwise it's just going to be boring. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take Golden Orchid, Golden, I never say that right. It's OCHRE. So I'm going to take that color here and I'm going to make that my transition color. And of course I'll have everything that I have on my face linked down below. I do have new makeup coming. I actually have 2 Sephora orders and a Ulta order. And it's not like, they're not like huge orders, but I do have them coming. Don't tell anybody. So there's going to be a haul very, very soon. Try new makeup again. I love to try new makeup. Trying to decide if I want the Urban Decay Reloaded palette or not, to compare it to the Sultry palette. I like the Sultry palette, but it's not like my... A lot of people are like really in love with the Sultry palette. I'm not that in love with it. So I'm wondering if I like the Urban Decay one better. I'm tempted to get it just to see, but I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. And then I'm just gonna go over that same area with warm taupe too. Kind of concentrate that a little bit more into the crease, but I'm gonna go pretty much over the same areas with it. Go ahead and take this and blend it out a little bit. This, my MAC 224. You know, this here. Great tutorial. This isn't a tutorial, this is just a... I'm showing you what I'm doing with my eyes so I can show you my first look with this. And then what I think I'm gonna do, I feel like I need to get crazy here. Not today. I'm gonna take Antique Bronze right here. And I'm gonna use that like right in the crease. Has a little bit of a shimmer to it. It does have sparkle in it. That's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just use that right directly into the crease. Mainly concentrating out here in this outer corner, but then dragging it in. Okay, so I went ahead and put that Antique Bronze color in there. I went ahead and put that Antique Bronze color on there. So far I like it a lot. Then I'm going to go with Bon Fresco. This is my favorite color in the palette. I love purples, especially dusty purples. So I'm going to put that on there. And I'm just going to use a Sigma E25. And this is a matte color, but that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put that all over the lid. I really like that. That's really pretty. I really like that. This is a very pretty palette. When you look at it, you're thinking, when I first looked at it, I was like, how do you get a look out of that? Like those colors are so odd. But no, they're beautiful. They're perfect in every way. No, I'm just kidding. But no, they're really pretty and they really do work together. Like I said, this probably would have been a really good February palette, but I decided to do this starting in March, so whatevers. not gonna stop me from doing a St. Patrick's Day look. Just because there are no greens in here. I'm just kidding. Obviously, I'll have to pull in a different palette. First, I'm gonna have to look and see if I have an emerald green. I'm sure I do. I'm sure it's in one of my palettes. I think that's really simple and really nice for this. I think the last thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in, okay, so then I'm gonna take my other E25 and I'm gonna go in with Tempera? I always want to call it tempura. And it always makes me hungry. But tempera. And I'm gonna just highlight. Oh, that was too much. Oh well. Just highlight this part of my brow. Whoops, my bad. My bad. That was a lot. We're just gonna go ahead and highlight right here. I like it. Okay, so then, because I've already got all of my face makeup and, you know, because we have all of my face makeup on, including my concealer, I'm going to go in, same thing, I'm going to go in with golden, or whatever, that one color, that golden color. If anybody knows how to pronounce that, please leave it in the comments below. And we're just going to go ahead and run that under. And then we're going to run a warm taupe right over that. And then I'm going to take Antique Bronze, kind of concentrate that more out here on the outer corner. About, not quite half in, but a little bit, you know, a little bit toward the middle, but not quite. Okay. And then, of course, to brighten it up a little bit, we're going to go in with, and then to brighten up that inner corner, we're going to go in with, as you can see, this is my favorite color, my other favorite color, like the one I use the most, Vermeer. But then there's also Primavera. Premier is more champagne, Primavera is more gold. Usually I mix them, but I'm just going to go in with Vermeer. It's more like the champagne-y color, and I'm going to brighten up that inner corner. Okay, and then the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead with, I'm gonna take my Tiramisu pencil from Sephora and run that in my waterline. And then last but not least, I'm going to go in and curl my lashes and put on my mascara. So this is going to be my first look using the Modern Renaissance palette. I like it. I think it's beautiful. So yeah, so like I said, this month is going to be the Modern Renaissance. I'm going to go ahead and see, I'm going to challenge myself to use every single color in the palette and just see how many different looks I can come up with. I'll go ahead and take pictures of the looks that I do and insert them in my follow-up video, which will be coming at the end of March. I'm going to try to get it up the 31st of March. What day is the 31st of March? Does it fall on one of my quote-unquote days? Let's find out. Calendar. On a Sunday. So usually I post Saturdays and Tuesdays. We'll either make it a bonus video or it'll be Saturday's video. Whichever. I'm going to make it a wrap-up. I'm going to do the wrap-up video and let you know, like I said, the looks that I created and my overall feelings of it. I can tell you right now that I do love this palette. I just want to see how many looks I can get out of it. So I figured I'd start with an easy one that I know I love. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you liked this. Give it a thumbs up if you did, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.